everybody, and welcome to Fun Friday. We made it. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Right? It's been a fun week, and thank you for joining us here for our live Fun Friday broadcast here from Cowgirl headquarters in Breckenridge, Texas. We hope that someday you can come and join us here while we're doing our live broadcast. I'm Christy Williams. I'm here with Kim Chandler, Rhonda Martin, and Jody Usher, and we are your headquarters team. We are here to fill you in on some of the fun stuff that's going on this week, some of the things that have developed that are new and exciting, and some stuff that's coming up. So there it is.
It's always an adventure.
It has been a great adventure. Of course, we went from 80 degrees on Sunday to a high of 40 degrees the last couple days, and it's been just a little chilly. It was 27 when I woke up this morning.
It was a little frosty outside.
I was not
Little
excited about
chilly.
that.
Summer.
I am too. Yeah, I'm. Of course, we're not that far away from daylight savings time, where we set the clocks back, which is going to be amazing. Of course, most of the time we start our Fun Friday off with the national calendar days. Now, there's always so many of them, and it's getting kind of crazy. I mean, really and truly. But today is a very important national day. It is National Caregivers Day. This gives you an opportunity to stop, say thank you to those people that are caring for your loved ones or some friends. I would include nurses, doctors, anyone that can is taking care of anybody. We've got some caregivers that are at home, so thank you to everyone that's out there that is caring for us, whether we need special care or just me, like special needs. I'm high maintenance, supposedly.
Who says?
I'm just kidding.
Stop.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. My husband will probably chime in here any moment.
Well, he's on. He's
Right.
watching.
But it also is a National Sticky Bun Day, which would be a great thing to give to your caregivers
It's monkey bread.
as a thank you. Monkey
That
butt
looks
bread,
so
I know, right?
That's good.
But the thing I don't understand is it's National Sticky Bun Day, right? But it's also National Grain-Free Day. How does that work? It doesn't work, National Calendar.
No.
Attention,
Put those
National
pecans on
Calendar
there.
people. You cannot put Sticky Bun Day on National Grain-Free Day.
Yeah, because grain-free sticky bun?
No,
Grain-free
I
sticky
mean,
bun?
it just doesn't work. I mean, Sticky Bun Day, you should just forget about the grain-free stuff.
Calories don't count on
That's
Sticky
right.
Bun Day.
Who made that
That's
up?
right. I know.
know.
Who is monitoring, besides 40-something cowgirls,
Right.
the national calendar? Huh?
Oh my
Nobody.
goodness.
Anybody?
Nobody.
No. Okay, well,
No.
we're just going to be the National
It's just
Calendar
us.
Police from now on. That's what we're going to do. Of course, not only do we have national days, but this is a very important kickoff. This is a national week that we kick off every week. It's going to start tomorrow, and this is National FFA Week.
Which is super exciting.
Super exciting. We have a lot of our cowgirls that have kids that are in FFA. We have a lot of our cowgirls that were in FFA. My husband was in FFA. Huge organization. Has a massive impact on this country. Of course, it's always celebrated over the week of George Washington's birthday,
Yes.
because he was heavily involved and was very involved in our agriculture. So happy FFA week. So we'll have to see. Post those FFA photos.
Yes, and this ties in nicely with our poll question
Okay.
because we want to know, are you an FFA alum? Let me
Oh, there you
get
go.
in
How many
here.
of you watching are an FFA alum? Now, also, while we're putting the poll question up, I want to also remind you guys that if you are viewing from one of our 60-some chapter pages out there, because we have a bunch of chapter pages, and you want to make a comment, we're not going to be able to see your comment on the chapter pages. You do need to be watching us live from our 40-something Cowgirl headquarters page, and then, or if you want to make a comment on the watch parties, of course, we also encourage you to start a watch party so your friends and family know what kind of fun stuff you're watching.
Let me see if we have
Quality.
any comments on my watch
So
party.
let me just go FFA, and I know that's Future Farmers, but I could go with Fat Friend.
Oh,
Alumni.
stop!
Oh, no,
You
that's
weren't-
not what we're
I
doing.
can't do the
That is
FFA.
not, that's
Well,
not
you
what
know,
we're
th-
doing.
There's a lot of kids, I know in Texas, that drive their tractors to school.
Right?
During that
really?
week.
During
Mhm.
FFA week?
Yes.
Well, we need to be getting some video of that. Do we
Yes.
have any kids? Is your kid going to be doing that from Caddo? He'll have to
That took
start
him
it.
a long
I was going to say he'd have
time,
to
and I don't
start
have
at
a
like
tractor.
3 o'clock in the morning to get to school.
He'd probably do it. He'd probably just start.
Put.
He'd never
Right.
sleep.
Yeah.
He'd
That,
love it.
see,
It'd be
it would,
fun.
you
I'd
know,
do
it
it.
would be very
I would
cool
do it.
if they did a tractor parade kicking off FFA week.
Yes.
There you go, Breckenridge, Texas.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Wouldn't that be fun? See all the kids and their tractors. I'd
Come on,
call the
Chamber
tractor
girl,
that
get
Cole
on
can
it.
drive.
Oh,
that
yes.
would be
I would.
so
I'd
fun.
put it on the flatbed, bring it into town.
Next
He
year.
could drive it through town.
You just don't have
Get
your
Jody on
phone
it. She's
in
on
your
the
back
chamber.
pocket.
Right? Well, look at, we got bunches of people. Want to do a shout out to those people that are watching us. Gary Fuller's on. Hey, Gary. Of course, BJ Whitehead. She just arrived. The ranch. Her and Christine. I haven't got to see them yet, but they're all the way down from Oregon.
Oh
They're
my
going to be
gosh.
spending some time down here. Of course, Christine is going to be competing in the American. Hopefully,
Super
here,
exciting.
yeah, pretty soon.
Well,
So, yeah. Huh?
My niece.
Yeah, so that's cool. Of course, Kelly Jo Coleman's on. Hey, Kelly. Katie, sorry. Who else I got? Michelle Maticio's on mine. Who you got to say?
Well, I just have some friends from school and
Oh,
stuff. Vicky
nice.
Kofeld.
Hey, Vicky, nice to see you.
We got Aunt Mari watching all the way from Norway.
From Norway. Awesome. It's also very cool. If you're watching live, put in the comments, or if you watch, afterwards, put in the comments where you're watching from. It's always cool for us to go back and look to see where everybody's
That's
all
so
over
fun.
the U.S. because you never know.
Amy's watching from a block away.
All right. Well, she's one
I
of
think
our.
she's a block away.
Well, she's one of our sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, we don't want to ever get too far into our broadcast that we don't thank our sponsors, because without them, we cannot do what we do, which is spreading the cowgirl spirit from coast to coast. We're going to start with our one of our platinum sponsors, Albrecht Insurance up in Springtown, Texas. We want to do a big shout out to Terry and Shelly Albrecht. They are there for all of your equine insurance needs, home, ranch. You need to give them a call. And I just want to read to you, got a little endorsement here from one of our cowgirls up in Spanaway, Washington.
Oh,
Good.
This is from Kathy Richardson, and she wanted to send this out to those guys there, Terry at Albrecht. She said, I wanted to let you know, as a member of the Spanaway chapter, I contacted Shelly Albrecht and now have my farm and the rest of my insurance coverage through her.
Yay!
I wanted to give a shout out too and let the members know, please do look at the sponsors page, because there's plenty of great stuff there. So congratulations, to Kathy for that, and thanks for the endorsement. Again, that is Albrecht in Springtown, Texas, one of our platinum sponsors. We have a brand new platinum sponsor, you guys.
Oh, we get to announce it?
Brand new. This is really exciting for us. Blake Fullenwider in Snyder, Texas, has just signed on recently to be one of our platinum sponsors.
Wow.
We want to welcome Blake and Cole Massey up there in Snyder. This is a Snyder dealership, and let me tell you what, if you are looking for a Chrysler product, whether it be Dodge, Jeep, Ram, you need to give these people a call at the dealership. They are taking special care of our 40-something cowgirls. All you have to do is tell them that you are a 40-something cowgirl member.
There it is.
You know a 40-something cowgirl, or you're just referred by a 40-something cowgirl. You
Oh
don't
my
actually have to
goodness.
be a member to take advantage of the discounts. But if you say 40-something cowgirls, they're going to treat you
Very
right.
well.
I mean,
Exceptionally well.
absolutely right. And we're not talking just about the people in Texas, okay? If you're there up in Washington or you're in Georgia or whatever, you want to buy a vehicle, they will fly you in to come pick it up.
Dang.
I mean, it is amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. I had the opportunity of working with these guys, and let me tell you, they are thorough. Had some trouble with my Ford, so had to get into another truck because it was, I was having some pretty bad trouble. Never saw the truck in person. Did everything online, went and picked it up, and I'll tell you what, it was exactly what they represented,
It's
and I just can't say, So make sure you call them. That's in Snyder, Texas. That's Blake Fullenwider as our platinum sponsor. So thank you to them so much. We also have some Gold Level sponsors we want to do a shout out to. Canyon Road Barn and Grill, of course, our favorite place to eat. MLR Graphics, who does all our screen printing and embroidery. They also offer a discount to any member that calls that wants any custom work done. And of course, ANS Diesel in Breckenridge, Texas. That is the only place to take a vehicle if you need, and I'm not just talking about a diesel or an automobile. I'm talking about anything under the sun that has a motor. Steve can fix it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Trailers, and, my trailer's scheduled to go in. I'm super
Absolutely.
excited.
And not only just repair. On the truck that I just got, I got some amazing running boards
Oh my gosh.
installed. I got some steps because I can't step up into the
so
back of the
much fun.
truck
I'm
and
jealous.
it's too tall.
I'm jealous I need one of
I
those.
had to
or
get some
two.
old lady steps on mine. They're pretty cool though because Amy and Steven made sure that I wasn't gonna look like a Yee-Bob going out the door.
They are
I mean, they were like, these
amazing.
are bad A. So
Oh my
yeah,
God,
I'm
Yee-Bobs,
really
so
really happy with it. And of course, I've got some other stuff on. I gotta get me a grill guard. Gonna have to get a toolbox for my truck. A couple more steps. I think. I'm gonna just have steps all the way
This is so
around
we can
my
go to
back.
Dallas and get laughed at.
Oh, that is true. That's another story. I did get laughed at by somebody, a gal in Dallas when she was carrying out some product that we had bought, and I pointed to it. This is when I had my Chevy flatbed, and I pointed to it, and she just stopped, looked at me, just started laughing, and I'm like, "Are you laughing at my truck?" And she goes, "That's a man's truck," and I'm like, "What?"
Your Chevy was fabulous.
So
I
anyway,
loved it.
yeah,
The beast.
yeah.
Oh, it's
so
beautiful.
Amy and Steven can hook you up in Breckenridge, Texas. And again, even on the phone, if you got some trouble, give them a call because they will steer you in the right direction.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Also, I want to do a shout out because as you can see, this amazing new graphic that we have.
Yes.
It's lovely.
Right? Yes. Featuring our
Wonder who
Platinum
did
Level
that.
sponsor. Of course, that is our favorite person, Bo Asher, with Design and Technical
And I haven't
Services.
seen him on yet.
He is in Breckenridge, Texas, and of course, he doesn't have to be. You don't have to be in Breckenridge to use his services. Obviously, you can be anywhere, and he can do anything, whether it be graphic design, laying out all kinds of cool stuff. Video
website
and he's a drone
stuff,
operator. Yeah,
footwork.
so give Bo if you got some issues with your website or having trouble.
Having
Call
trouble
Bo.
with your computer.
Dana's
Yeah.
dead.
What? I didn't see a comment.
Dana says Christy's going to end up with a wraparound porch for her truck.
Pretty much, Dana, because I can't get in over those fenders. That's like, I'm gonna have to have
good.
a step to the step to get up into my truck. Yeah.
Just step on my tire.
I know.
Good thing you're tall.
That's why I ride short horses. So it doesn't matter that I'm almost 6 foot tall. So anyways, so yeah, I wanted to do a big thank you to both. Thank you so much for the overlay. It is amazing, and I know our sponsors are very happy with it. So that way you guys don't have to forget who our platinum sponsors are. Last week. It was a big week because we, or the 1st of February, because we announced the awards and that we give away every year. Of course, those of you that don't know, we give awards to our members for participating at all different types of levels. And we announced those awards while we were boarding a ship for our cruise. Now, with that, it was a little challenging, sort of say, say, because we wait to post this on the website until exactly noontime on the 1st of February. We do this every year.
Drove me crazy.
And it just happened that we were actually getting on the ship. So I had, we were working. I had to take my laptop. I was, getting everything set up, and exact, 12 noon time, Central Time, click that button, and the awards were posted. Some of the award winners were on the ship with us.
Ooh.
And they had no way of knowing because they are now out of service.
Right?
Who won, so we got some video of them,
Aww.
which was pretty cool for us because we never really get to see the reaction of people when they win their videos. So Danielle was on the cruise with us, and here's a little peek at her reaction once she saw her name on the board.
Scroll up on your cup. Next picture.
What a great way to celebrate,
And it was just so special. I mean, it was so special. And there were more than a few, but these, of course, everyone knows now that Jody did win an award. Now, Jody is queen of a chapter, so even though she's part of headquarters, we keep that information from her because really only Kim and I know by the time it gets really closest to announcing who actually won. So Miss Thing had bugged us for so long about where she was, and we're like, Jody, we can't tell
January
you.
1st
So
on.
she also had to see it for herself for the first time, and this was on the ship. So here's a
Well,
little
you better
sneak.
believe I was first in line.
She was.
Okay.
Oh, is it touching?
Tootie, you go around the fingers if you have anything.
On Wi-Fi. Here you go. You had it on Wi-Fi. That's right here.
You can look at it on the
No, you got 35.
Go see who won it. Yeah.
Jody, of course, what just happened?
You're like, what?
She did. She had us. She had us all.
Oh.
And look, you're tearing
I
up.
tear up.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's tearing up again.
Well, and I have to
It was
apologize
really
to
cool.
Amy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Because
We
I
love
got
giving.
1 second because I kept the button pushed on
Yeah,
my phone
Amy
instead of
Judkins
letting
also
go of
was
it.
on the ship with,
So you
with
got her
us.
going.
Yeah, and she also won.
That's all I got of her.
We did attempt to get video of that, but
Yes,
the-
we missed it.
you know, sometimes the technical stuff just gets away
Amy
from
says
us.
she's
But
crying
yeah.
again watching Tootie cry.
Aw. So congratulations to
Everyone.
again.
Yes.
All of our members, of
So
course,
proud
are,
of you.
are winners to us. And you know, again, if you want more information about how to win an award, just go to our website. If you're a member, you can look at our awards program and see how it's worked out. Otherwise, join.
Yeah.
Because you
Heck
too
yeah.
could win a buckle or you know, a saddle, or you just never know what you might win at the end of the year,
We'll
just
search
for
for
having
good stuff.
fun.
We
And
don't give away cheesy stuff.
Well,
No, we don't
and
give away cheesy stuff.
Some of the gals that won started mid-year.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let that stop you.
Yeah, don't let it stop you. You just never know. Which, you know, we were just talking about daylight savings time, right? And so we all do know that spring's coming, right? And there's
Oh, I
one
saw this.
fail-safe way to know that spring is coming from horse people,
Oh.
and this is it. We start.
I'm going to try that today.
This was us the other day. I'm like, "Ooh, it's snowing in here," and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
I said, "White hair everywhere."
Yeah, I know. Well,
Mine-
we were
mine
getting
haven't
ready.
made it that
We were
far.
getting ready to go on a ride, and of course, I was downwind, and of course, you know, big mammoth, you know, paint horse with all the white hair, my little bitty, you know,
She's like,
and she's brushing her, and the hair's just coming onto Piglet, and I'm like, for Pete's sake,
Stop it.
And like,
on the other side.
I had to move
Yeah.
because I couldn't get my horse brushed off because she kept.
because I
getting
kept
covered.
adding more.
But yeah, springtime is here because we know our horses are starting to drop
Oh,
hair. Of course, you know
thank
it's
goodness.
related to the light more it is than the weather. So even though it's still maybe cold, they're going to be dropping that. They're going to be dropping that winter coat. So yeah, you know, another thing I always do is I always try to find some really cool stuff on the internet, and sometimes I run across it, sometimes I don't. This I had to watch several times.
Oh dear.
Okay, and I want to put this out there. I found this on Stony Ford Ranch from Campbell Hall, New York, and this horse's name is Houdini.
Okay, so it's closed. Can't get it off.
Full snap. It's snapped. It's properly snapped. Hold on.
You got
How
it.
did she do
Let's
that?
watch it again. Let's just watch it.
Okay,
One more.
so it's closed.
Yep.
Can't get it off.
Watch this. Right.
It's both sides, isn't it?
That is what
That's
a
pretty
Houdini horse
amazing.
is, right? Isn't that crazy?
That That's one
That's
smart
why you hook
pony.
it down here, because I don't think they could do it.
And hook it
You know?
with the other way.
That's pretty smart.
Oh my goodness.
I
that's
know. I
incredibly
love it.
smart.
I'm like, I gotta keep that. That is pretty incredible.
Do not show our horses. Do not let them learn that.
No, I don't think.
Well,
Well,
Lucy unties herself quite often.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she does. And we've had them where they go down and open the gates, but I've never seen one. Bull snaps are pretty tricky. I've never seen
Well,
one.
I have trouble opening the darn things sometimes.
I know,
You
I do too. And I've seen them where they've actually not
Got
the
it
bull
caught
snaps,
in
but
their
the
lip.
rather that have actually like fish hooked
Oh,
themselves
yeah.
through their
Little trigger
So
snaps.
yeah, they can. The other ones can be pretty dangerous too, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, last week we talked about, because it was Valentine's Day on Friday, and we had some pretty cool events going on. We talked about Big Spring, Texas, because they did a really cool event. They are such supporters of our Veterans Hospital in Big Spring. They've gone out there and done haircuts, and they bring them all kinds of treats. They were out there Valentine's Day doing a special Valentine's Day celebration for our veterans. They also were our queen from Abilene, Texas, Lisa Kennedy, who is also a veteran, was there. And these gals just, I'm telling you what, they really, look at the spread that they put out for our veterans.
That's
Isn't that beautiful? I mean,
It
the
is.
cookies.
It's really nice.
And I mean, they just took so much time. They made special cards for the veterans and spent a bunch of time with them. And then our Cowgirl member, Shannon Kitchens, she not only helped make cards, she played the piano for them during the celebration. So big shout out to Big Spring, Texas. Thank you so much for all that you're doing and representing Cowgirls in such an unbelievable way. We're so appreciative of that and so thankful for you guys and for all the veterans that we have in our organization and for the veterans that we know personally and that are out there
And
that we don't know.
The guys that they're visiting are actually in an extra special place because they don't get to leave the hospital.
Yeah.
So the girls coming in and doing these little events for them means so much.
Yeah.
So much for them.
And they're just doing an amazing job. So that event just keeps building, and it's nice to see that, you know, a lot of us want to get out there and support those girls because they're doing such an amazing job. So great job to our Big Spring, Texas chapter and Queen Terry and those girls there. Thank you again for what you guys are doing. Y'all are awesome.
Yay, they're
Yeah.
Hey, before I forget,
Yes.
we probably ought to check our poll.
Oh, poll.
Let's see. How
The
many?
poll was, because we're going into FFA week, we were just curious as to how many were FFA alumni.
Well, and it looks like we have 38% that were and 63 that weren't. And I would be a no, only because our school didn't have an FFA chapter.
Yeah,
I
and not all
wanted
schools
to.
do. Yeah.
So you had 4-H.
We had 4-H. I'm total 4-H from beginning to end. So.
I didn't even want to.
Oh yes. 4-H
I just
was my
rode.
thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very cool. Interesting to know. But it kicks off, FFA week kicks off tomorrow. So we were just wondering if you guys were or have kids maybe even. You know, Belton, South Carolina. Those girls are serious out there. Let me tell you what, they're doing all kinds of fun stuff. They were doing their drill practice. They got a drill team that they're putting together, and they're practicing doing some maneuvers there. So those girls are doing kind of cool stuff. I mean, look at that. Yeah. Looks like they're trying to stay all lined up and
spacing.
cool like that. They were also at a moonshine sampling.
On a train.
On a train.
They are on a train.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is very cool because
Yes.
I was like, did they do the moonshine before or after the drill practice?
I don't
was
know
like,
if it was.
how did that work out?
You never know.
You'd
Maybe a little of both.
I'd probably do the train then the practice.
Yeah.
If it was me.
Well,
That
you
could be fun.
Yeah. So Belton, South Carolina, they have been having a blast. Of course, Franklin, North Carolina is one of our newest chapters, and they were out there with their meet and greet. They had a bunch of gals there, and of course there's Queen Becky McCall. She's our new queen there in Franklin, North Carolina. So a big shout out to them. Agua Dulce, of course, Agua Dulce, California is always very busy. They're one of our oldest chapter. They actually developed in 2010, so they've been with us almost 10 years, because we'll be 10 years in May. But they had an Italian potluck. How fun would that be?
With their meeting.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I
Now
think
I'm
that's
hungry.
a great idea because,
Yes.
you know, it's like it gives you a theme for the potluck, just not, but you know, our potlucks are typically the same. Everybody brings their dish, which I love, you know, I mean,
That way
it's
we
like,
don't have to worry about Who's bringing
You
3
know.
potato salads?
Who's
exactly.
bringing what?
But I mean, it's like we all look forward to Jeremy's pinwheels, Dilly's pinwheels. You know.
Oh, Amy's almost forte'd those suckers.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, and anything Amy cooks is good. So
Oh,
you
she
know,
makes
but
that.
yeah,
See,
we all do. You know, I
potato
do.
salad
I
if we
do
go
my
to Amy's.
my little pigs in a blanket.
I like jalapeno poppers.
Here's an inside joke there, but never mind. Yeah,
That-
the
yeah,
poppers. That's right.
And
so,
her banana pudding.
and Kim's banana pudding. So everybody has their dish, but I like the theme of Italian. I'll bring the meatballs. Oh no, you always
Bozo.
you bring meatballs, but they're not
Bozo.
Italian. So
Hey, Bo.
hey, Bo, we were just talking about you. Of course, Decatur, Texas, they're always out hitting the trails. Those cowgirls. This is at the LBJ Grasslands ride. They had also the Graham chapter, I think.
That's
Nice.
Also
The
went
Grand
out
Prix, taking
and
that
rode
photo.
with them. Columbia Basin, their meetings are always huge.
Oh,
Again,
so many
everybody
girls.
starts with 5 members, but the Columbia Basin chapter has exploded. It's just like Spanaway. I mean, Columbia Basin's been around for a long time, but their chapter is just huge to the point where you can see Princess Kathy there in the back. She's actually using a microphone, which is a good idea, Jody.
Oh
I
my
think you could if
goodness.
you
I
saw
probably
it at your
need,
last meeting.
Girl.
But yeah, so
that
that
might have helped.
that chapter is
Maybe.
always
Smooth tables.
very, very active, and again, it has grown. It has grown.
And they're
crazy.
doing some really, really great things, some super sweet things to help some of their members that are having some trying times, which I don't think I should share the whole story, but just know that we thank you for all that you're doing for supporting your membership. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, Anne and Kathy were recipients of the Founders Award last year.
Yes.
So congratulations to them. We were out and about too.
Yes.
Rhonda and I.
Oh my gosh.
We went on a little trail ride this weekend. Thought we'd hook up with the gals from Mineral Wells, but got a little bit lost, and then we kind of lost the group. But you know, Mineral Wells State Park is interesting. If you've never been there, it's rather interesting when you're getting in, especially when you're pulling a trailer.
I don't think I like it either.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a big fan of this because here we go. We're like driving over the water that's spilling over from the lake. There's the lake. This is kind of creepy. I don't like it either. What the hell? I don't like it. Creepy. Look, it's seeping through the freaking walls right there. I am not cool with this. This is worse than a bridge. I don't like it. Mineral Wells. I don't like it. Yeah, I was not a big fan. I mean, the lake water was there.
Above the door. Above the level of the door.
And it was seeping through the wall that was trying to keep the water. It was seeping through the wall. It wasn't coming over the wall. It was coming through the wall. It was not very cool.
I'm not a fan of driving over a spillway.
No, I don't
Did
think
not-
you're supposed to,
No.
are you? It's a spillway for a reason.
So, okay, so here's
Spill
my question.
away.
Okay, so you have to go across the spillway to go to the campgrounds. If you go to the campgrounds and it rains really hard,
You're
Stuck.
then you're stuck.
There's gotta be
I
another way
guess.
out.
I know there has to be.
No.
Well, we tried to find a way in, and we
We're not doing that.
we don't even know. We ended up near some prison.
We should have taken
was-
pictures.
Honestly,
It was-
we did. It was like
an old military
razor
prison.
wire. Yeah, and
We
we were
drove-
like, we don't think we're.
Oh,
this
y'all
is
are
part of-
behind the armory.
That's where we were.
Which you
Yeah.
see before you turn left to go in?
Yeah.
No.
The National Guard building?
No, we were back
Yeah.
in there
Oh.
because the GPS told us.
But we were there. I didn't actually get pictures of us, but you can tell that we are there because that is Piglet's ears, and everybody knows Piglet's ears. So we'll see a little bit of I don't know why.
Shadows in
I don't think I intended to take the video, but I found it on my phone. I thought, oh, yes.
Yeah, I think you did, and then I was trying to talk over it, and I didn't realize you were videoing it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, be
'Cause I'm
careful
just-
what you say.
I'm always
There we go.
jabbering.
Oh my gosh. You know, we have some pretty exciting news. It's always exciting when.
We have new chapters!
Yay!
Yes, and Kinnear, Wyoming. Oh my goodness. Marilyn Day has been a member for a while in our Green River chapter, and she has ventured out and started her own.
Isn't that cool?
And-
Yeah.
oh,
So
really?
another chapter in Wyoming, that makes 4.
Uh-oh, they're
1, 2, 3.
catching up.
Yes.
That makes 4 chapters in Wyoming, so congratulations to Wyoming. They sat out there for the longest time with the one. I'm not going to say the only because they are an amazing chapter.
Yes.
Green River. Christine Thomas is the one that got the entire Wyoming state kicked off, so congratulations to her. I know she's proud of now having 4 chapters in the state, which makes it so much better. Because there's more things for them all to do.
So much to
And
do.
I think Kinyer, it looked to be about 135 miles from Casper.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, not too far, and
Ooh.
they're not too far from looks like the National Forest.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That'll
some
be
good
awesome.
good riding up there. We're looking forward to seeing some pictures from Kinyer, Wyoming. Also, speaking of Green River, Jody.
Oh, so I stumbled upon these girls. They kind of spotlighted them because they spoke at a meeting. So I'm going to read off who this is. This one right here, this is Carrie Moneyhun. Hopefully I said that right. They spoke, and she is a local attorney and did a presentation on the importance of having a will and a power of attorney.
Right.
And how they're important to minor children that are involved. So she spoke, and the girls really had lots of great things come back from
Very
her
cool.
presentation.
And that's awesome. That's one of the
Yes.
members. So yeah,
That's
drawing
Green
from the
River.
membership.
This is Carly Norris, also from Green River. She is a vet tech at Mountaineer Animal Clinic, which is a sponsor,
Oh, yes.
I believe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so she did a presentation on horse nutrition and the understanding of how horses process their feed.
Oh, very
Internally.
interesting.
Fantastic.
And gave hints on preventing colic and ulcers. So
Ooh, I want to learn that.
the word from Queen and Princess was they were blessed to have such talented women in their chapter.
Yay.
So
So,
I thought we should
yes.
Throw that in
Abso-
on Fun Friday to spotlight those two
Absolutely.
ladies.
Yes.
Which
Thank
we
you,
need
gals.
to do
more of.
Which gave me, oh my gosh, guess what I'm going to do? I called the phone
she's got
up
some
and I'm
ideas.
like, A&S Diesel is a sponsor, so I called Amy up and I said, hey, Stephen want to do a clinic on trailer tires or changing your oil or something like that. Of course,
Very
and
handy.
she said, well, why can't I do it? And she can.
She can. Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have another lady, Dana, that's a insurance agent
There you go.
to come do the same thing. So it was a good idea for the girls in your chapter to
That's
give
awesome.
presentations on what
And
they
that's
do.
it. I mean, nationwide, there's so much to draw from. Everybody brings something to the table,
for
so
sure.
you just never know. I mean, we've got doctors, lawyers, nurses, attorneys, all kind of cool, ranchers. I mean, just all kinds of folks to draw from. So very cool. Thank you, ladies. That was awesome. Of course, there's many events coming up on the calendar. There's too many for us to mention. Last year we did almost how many?
A little over 1,100, I think.
10,000.
We were
900 million.
1,100, a little over 1,100 events last year we hosted nationwide. So
Wow.
if you're looking for an event in your area, go to our calendar on the website, click on the calendar, you can click on the month. You can even sort by chapter specific. So if you want to know what a specific chapter is, for instance, Kinyer, Wyoming, when they have some stuff put up, you want to know what they're doing, you can sort that by that chapter and see what they're doing. Once you're a member, you're welcome to go to any event on the calendar anywhere in the U.S.
That is
there
so
it is.
awesome.
I want to do a shout out. We've got a very special lady on my watch party, Judy Rodriguez. We just want to send our thoughts and prayers out to you. We love you, cowgirl, and just know that we are all thinking about you and praying for you. Let's see. We've also got an event coming up in Dallas, Georgia. They're going to be going on a trail ride.
Golly, those girls
They
clock in
ride,
so
ride,
many
ride, ride.
miles.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, Lisa Henson keeps up with her mouse.
Yes, I saw that.
I saw that. She did awesome, yeah. And also Stanton, Texas got a fun Poker Plus games. If you haven't ridden with the Stanton, Texas chapter with their poker games and their poker rides, you really must do it. They really put it out there, and it is fun.
It's fun.
And it's nothing that's going to really kill you or kill your horse or anything, but it's really just a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You end up giggling more than anything. Of course, Stephenville has their monthly Cowgirl Roundup coming up. That's going to be on February 26th. There's more information on the calendar. Just go to February 26th, look up Stephenville, click on it, and it'll give you all the information, the location information, and what have to that chapter's meeting. Bellingham, Washington is also having an event. you want to say that, Rhonda?
Snohomish County 4-H tax sale.
That's right. That's
Wow,
where
you
it
just
is.
I used to live up there.
How do you say it again?
Snohomish.
Gesundheit.
Snohomish?
Puyallup.
No.
Snohomish.
Snohomish is up further.
Snohomish.
It's a fun one to say.
There's a
Yes.
Snohomish and a Snohomish?
Snohomish.
Oh, see? I'll
So
stay down
Bellingham
here.
is going to that 4-H tax sale, and again, you can go to our calendar on the website and find out more information about these and any other events that are coming up on the calendar. One of the bigger events that we host for our Royals, of course, is the Royal Retreat that is hosted every year, the third weekend of the year, and we host at the Lazy TK Ranch. We invite our queens and princesses to come out if they can and spend the long weekend with us. It's a fun weekend full of.
And we have girls already starting
right.
to put their names on the list as coming to. Oh,
Yeah,
we're
well,
gonna have
there
so
are
much
the
fun.
dates. The dates are out there, so
Yes.
it's going to be October 15th through 18th this year. So save the dates, put it on your calendar so you can make sure you can get there. Travel dates are a day ahead and a day behind.
Yes.
Each of those.
I don't have my calendar, so I don't know.
I know. That's okay. You
I'm
don't
going to
have
give a real quick shout out to Heather. She is, if I'm not mistaken, currently on vacation, but she is a member of our Terrebonne, Oregon chapter.
Hey, Heather.
We have got some super exciting things getting ready to kick off
Terrebonne
in
is,
Terrebonne.
yeah, Terrebonne, Oregon is about to jump off and get a bunch of stuff on the calendar. So good,
Fun show.
good. Congratulations to Terrebonne. They've been a chapter for a little bit, but just waiting to get some stuff going and helping them, kind of jumpstart their chapter. So yeah, congratulations to them and congratulations to Heather. The cruising group.
We
Now you guys know we just got off the cruise, but that doesn't mean we're not planning for the next one.
Oh my goodness, we have been working hard on looking at itineraries. We've been taking everybody's feedback into consideration, and so we are nailing down the dates, but I think we've got an itinerary plan for the Caribbean, and we're also nailing down the dates for Alaska, so we are just within the next few days going to be giving those announcements. So, I mean, you can count on it's around Valentine's Day and it's around Labor Day.
Yeah.
So, if you want to put those days aside.
Alaska will be around
Labor Day.
and then the Caribbean or Southern cruise will be usually the first part of February.
Yes.
Is usually when we do. Don't have those nailed down yet, but we will. Alaska, we already have so many people interested in the Alaska cruise. That is going to be 2021. Again, that's Labor Day. So if you want to go to Alaska and cruise with us, then save those dates around Labor Day because that looks like as soon as those dates open, we're going to book that group.
And
then
join that cruising group, and you'll get all the firsthand information.
All the information will be there. Also, if you're not cruising with us, you might join the group anyway because Rhonda's always got some really amazing tips about how to pack, what not to pack, what you don't want to forget to pack. How to get on the ship,
I think we
what to
added
do
some
on the
things
ship.
on what to pack this year.
Or
if I could ever just not overpack, that would be. I really thought, but I do that panic last minute too.
I do too.
3 bags.
I throw more stuff in at the last minute just in case. So
3
terrible.
bags.
It was terrible about that.
I had one.
Yeah. I want to do a shout out to a very special friend of mine. Also, Ms. Gregg is on. I want to say I love you, and my heart and my prayers and my soul is with you right now. Know that I'm thinking about you. I love you, and hopefully we can get together really soon. So,
Yay.
you're in my thoughts and prayers. Lots of stuff.
Oh, so much stuff going on.
So many things. So many chapters that are about to start.
My boat's back.
Oh. We got some comments. We need to do
Clarissa
some
wants us
shout-outs.
to go on a certain ship next year. I think you're going to like the plan that we have. I think you're really going to like it.
Yeah.
So, I'm not giving any information out yet.
Yes. But we're open to suggestions.
Yes.
So we want to hear from you where you want to go and on what ship you want to go. So
Heck, yeah.
And we'll put a poll out there.
That dream class is my favorite class of ship. I will say that.
Yeah, I like the bigger ships because they have the spas and there's plenty of room and they have all kind of cool stuff going on. Yeah, the atrium's really cool. If you are interested, you're out there and you're like, how am I going to get involved in 40 Something Cowgirls? Let me tell you what. If there's not a chapter in your area, it's very easy to start one. It only takes 5 gals to get a chapter started. And as you can tell from the photos we shared, some of the chapters are up in the hundreds. So the chapters can grow pretty quickly. But again, only takes 5 gals. Get together, get one going, and you too can be earning points towards awards for doing stuff you're probably already doing right now, riding with friends.
Yeah. hey, we are so close to having our chapter in Umatilla, Florida start.
I cannot believe that.
Two away from starting their chapter.
Now, I cannot believe that, and that is because that is where I originate from, is Umatilla, Florida. So I was really curious. I'm really excited to see one get started in that area. Most people don't even know where Umatilla, Florida is.
Joanne is on fire. I just got an email from her today, and she is working to get those girls started.
Who would have ever thought? Yeah.
Oh, so
well, I've
exciting.
got some friends down there I will be sending your way because they're still down in that area, and yeah, super excited about that. But again, only takes 5.
Easy peasy.
To get one going.
And it looks like we might have some interest in Fresno as well. A friend of mine just sent me a message right now. How much is it to join, and is there one in Fresno?
That's right.
Girl, I can get you hooked up and started.
That's
it's $45 per person to join. You and 4 friends, that's all you need.
I know, $45 a year. That's it. And you get all this kind of cool stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, get to go on cruises and all kinds of fun stuff. And you never know, right? Because Pasadena, we're still working on, Pasadena Parade. We might be getting into that. Hopefully we'll get into that parade. Maybe not this next year, but the next year is what we're doing. But we still got our 10-year anniversary to celebrate. But anyways, anything else going on? Any shout-outs we need to do? How's our poll? Let's take one more look at our poll. We want to know if you're part of the FFA. FFA week kicks off tomorrow, and we're curious to see. So 34% that are viewing.
So about a third of our viewing audience has been an FFA member, which I think is absolutely fantastic.
That is very cool.
That is wonderful.
That is very cool. So
and I keep seeing lots of 4-Hers. Those who weren't in FFA were in 4-H. So I see that coming up on the comments. So
very cool.
Congratulations to both.
So I did 4-H. You didn't ask that.
I thought we did.
You should have put. You said FAA. FFA. See,
FAA. FAA is different. The FFA is definitely
Future.
Anyways, we want to thank everybody for joining us. It's always fun on Friday to get together and go over some of the stuff that the girls are doing. Of course, we can't cover everything, but we are always looking out at your chapter pages and grabbing photos from there. So especially if you're in cowgirl gear, you're going to get on Fun Friday. Any special shout-outs you want us to do, please just send those in. And of course, we're always looking for different information, testimonials from our sponsors such as Albrecht Insurance in Springtown, Texas. So yeah, join us next week. We'll be here again at 3 p.m. next week here from Cowgirl Headquarters in Breckenridge, Texas. We want to wish you all a great week. God bless.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.